now in New Jersey. Powered by TAPinto. Brought to you by Lakeland Bank.
Thanks for joining us on this Thursday, January 13th. I'm Kristina Behr. After that tragic high-rise fire in the Bronx that killed 17 people, including 8 children, the city of Paterson is taking action. TAPinto Paterson publisher Steve Lennox has information on how the city plans to protect residents from a similar situation.
You get emotional just thinking about it, right? Your heart wells up and it's heartbreaking, but you're right. So I think a lot of city officials in Paterson, in Bayonne, in Hoboken, in Newark, they're coming out. And it's not just that they're taking extra actions, they're reminding people of the education involved in fighting fires, what you can do to prevent a fire. You know, Chief McDermott in Paterson says a lot that they've got the best fire department in the country, and that could very well be true. But their firefighters would always prefer not to be fighting the fire. If they can stop it before it starts, that's the best defense.
What are they going to be doing in the next couple of months?
So they've decided that they're going to go, there's 39 high-rise buildings in Paterson, and the fire inspectors are going to go out to each of these buildings like they do once a year anyway. I want to make sure that's very clear. This isn't a one-time thing. These buildings have all been inspected in the past 12 months. So this is sort of an extra layer of protection. And they're just going to go in, they're going to make sure things like the standpipes are accessible, that exit doors are accessible, that doors that are automatically closing are working properly, that smoke detectors are in place. And again, the most important part of this, Kristina, is that they're going to be talking to the residents and educating them about what to do if there is a fire. So next Friday on the 21st, they're doing a blood drive, first of all. Blood is in critically short supply right now in hospitals across the country, and it's important to get that supply back up. So they're doing a blood drive, and they're also doing a smoke detector giveaway and more education. And I got to say, you know, I see the Paterson Fire Department from the coverage that I give, and you know, all too often it is covering fires and too many fatal fires. But the men and women of the Paterson Fire Department, as we know the stories, they will stop at nothing to save a life. It's incredible work. You know, the work of firefighters, it's just amazing.
To find out more about the blood drive and smoke detector giveaway, head to the article at TAPinto Paterson and we'll link you up. The New Jersey Attorney General's office has identified the victim and police officer involved in a deadly apartment shooting in Hillsboro. TAPinto Hillsboro reports the victim has been identified as 19-year-old Joshua Mathis. The officer who discharged his weapon has been identified as Hillsboro police officer Christopher Michaels. The January 9th shooting is the second fatality involving a Hillsboro police officer discharging his weapon after responding to a residential 911 call in less than 4 months. Governor Murphy has signed a bill into law declaring abortion a fundamental right here in New Jersey. The Freedom of Reproductive Choice Act guarantees the, quote, fundamental right of reproductive autonomy to all individuals in New Jersey, including non-residents. It enables all qualified healthcare professionals to provide pregnancy termination services. The push to get it passed came after the Supreme Court took up several cases in Texas banning abortion.
Whether or not the Supreme Court overturns Roe v. Wade, New Jersey's position in supporting the right to reproductive autonomy will remain clear and unchanged.
To read more about the law, head to the News Around New Jersey section on TAPinto. Up next, some encouraging news in the fight against Omicron as the state releases new case numbers.
The process of obtaining the PPP loan with Lakeland Bank was very smooth. I invested my entire life into this beauty bar. I have a beautiful space, and with the help of Lakeland, I was able to keep every single person in my team. So to be able to tell them your job is back, we're here, we're open, and our business is booming is just great for everyone all around.
Welcome back. Some encouraging news in the fight against COVID-19. The State Department of Health has confirmed 20,338 new COVID-19 cases. Officials, though, optimistic as the rate of transmission slowly moves its way down. That's the measure of how much the virus is spreading. Today, it's 1.29, down from 1.94 on New Year's Day. Anything over 1 means the virus is still spreading. That encouraging news comes as Robbinsville students return to the classroom for the first time in 7 days. TAPinto Hamilton, Robbinsville reports that new quarantine guidelines and school members recuperating made it possible for the return to in-person learning. The superintendent has also said the district has been reaching out to retired teachers who could temporarily fill the void. For your local news 24/7, visit tapinto.net. Thanks for joining us. This has been Now in New Jersey, powered by TAPinto, sponsored by Lakeland Bank.